Okay, check 1 2. Check, check, check. Testing 1 2. I'm a little quiet, he says. How about now? Check 1 2. Way too much? I think I know why. How about now? Yeah.
All right.
Check 1 2. Test 1 2.
But for now, let's take you through.
Looks like the
first goal of the year goes for the Raiders.
Oh, beautiful shot there. Nicely done. Gets the pin. Oh, was that beautiful?
Onside kick, and it's recovered by Hastings.
And he's rung up for strike 3.
Sublowy. Touchdown Raiders.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Veterans Park, home of Hastings baseball. And tonight, your Hastings Legion Post 47 Raiders. Hastings is facing the Inver Grove Heights Legion. They don't go by Spartans. They don't go by a post number. They're just the Inver Grove Heights Legion, which is fine by us. We just had the anthem going. It's a beautiful night for baseball here at Hastings Veterans Park. I'm Bruce Karnick. I will be your host for the evening. We've got Gavin Odman starting on the mound for Hastings. During the season for the Raiders, Odman and Alex Hendrickson were their number 1 and 2 guys, pretty close. So Odman's on the mound, Denoyer catching, Iliff at first. That'd be Mitch Iliff. Aaron Vanderhoff at second, Eddie Piney at short, Austin Warner at third, Connor Zagoda in left, Blake Vanderhoff in center, and Sawyer Chumsland in right is your defense around the field. And you can see our umpires there. And the batting order for the Inver Grove Heights, I'm going to say similarly 8 million times, I'm sure. Batting first will be Cash Raymond at second base, then Danny Martin, number 22, at first. Number 13, Brandon Kester at catcher. 20, Tim Peach at short. 42, Carter Foreman, right field. 35, Nathan Barkley in left. 11, Isaac Menz is on the mound. 30, Hao Fung at third base is batting 8th. And Derek Doman, number 50, is in center field for Inver Grove. First pitch is a ball outside. Odman has had a really good season just in general. Looks like we're getting, let's try this. How's that? That better? Let's see. Something's goofy with the audio. We're going to fix that right now. Are we better now? Perfect. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Odman on the mound to Cash Raymond. Ball high. Yeah, it was probably that ground feedback loop. You're still hearing it? Is it because of the fan? And that one is a strike, so 5-pitch strikeout.
First baseman, number 22, Danny Martin.
I wonder. I do have 4 unmuted. How about now? It's a little better. We ran through the audio ahead of time, and grounder over to short. Piney tosses over and is not in time. Infield hit. We're going an infield hit on that one. On the first pitch, so a hit single.
Number 13, Brandon Kester.
Take a look at the replay here. Grounder that was hit toward the gap of shortstop, and Eddie Piney made a great move over there. It was just an off-balance throw that he couldn't get everything behind it, and couldn't get him out at first. First pitch to Kester is a foul. Let's see here. I wonder. Let's see. That would be the one going to us. Ball got away from the catcher. So that will be a ball with a wild pitch. Danny Martin moves to second. We'll get settled in nicely here. And the nice thing is I don't have a ton to multitask with. Just making sure the audio sounded good for you guys. Ball low. For those of you that are regional baseball fans of amateur ball and, of course, the Legion ball, Jack Ryan is the coach for Inver Grove, and he is the son of Bill Ryan. Bill Ryan is a well-liked official in the area for baseball umpires. 2-2. That one must have been fouled into the dirt. Oh, fouled above us, I should say. So still 2-2. To Kester. I don't have any stats on Inver Grove. I have very little stats on Hastings, but that's all right. We can talk baseball in between. That one's popped up just to the left side of the infield, and Odman calls it and makes the grab. So So a high pop fly that goes nowhere
Shortstop.
for the
number
quick
20,
F1. And, of course, Martin held up at second, so that brings up number 20, the shortstop, Tim Peach. Oddman making quick work, 12 pitches so far. Called strike on the outside corner. It does dramatically change the angle, being 6 feet, 7 feet left of where I'm used to sitting. Caught the outside corner again for strike 2. So Peach is now behind in the count to Gavin Oddman on the mound for Hastings. Line drive single into right just past Mitch Iliff, and that is going to score the run from second. It was a well-placed line drive that advanced Martin to home. So now Inver Grove takes the early 1-0 lead.
Number 42, the right fielder, Carter Coleman.
And I'll bring up number 42 right fielder Carter Fulman. Fulman swings on that one. Soft grounder over to Iliff at first, and he will be out to retire the side. So Inver Grove does score 1 in the first to take the early 1-0 lead. We got the top of the first recap. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left on base. And that will bring up for Hastings in the hole, Eddie Piney, Connor Zagoda, and Blake Vandehoff will be your leadoff batter. We can run through that batting order top to bottom real quick for you. So Blake Vandehoff batting first. Connor Zagoda, number 5, batting second. Eddie Piney, number 6, batting third. Batting fourth is 17, Mitch Iliff. Batting fifth will be number 4, Mark Denoyer. Batting sixth, number 9, Gavin Oddman. So he's the pitcher and DH tonight. Seventh will be 8, Aaron Vandehoff. Eighth will be 28, Austin Warner.
Right.
And ninth will be 12, Sawyer Chumsland. Maybe my booth partner here can answer this question. Does Legion have the same setup that the Hawks do? Oh, we got the defensive setup on the graphic. I missed that one. We'll go through that first. Men's is pitching. Kester is at catcher. Martin is at first. Raymond second. Peach short. Fung at third. And I'm going to have a blast saying that guy's name. I love it. Barclay in left. Doman in center. And Fulman in right field. But here's the question of our baseball mind up here, baseball hive mind, is does the Legion have the same rule that the Hawks, the amateur baseball team, does, where the pitcher can be the DH? Sorry, I had to make a technical correction to the sound system for the in-house system. So I'm not really sure, actually. I can't answer that question because I've never had to ask that of Legion baseball if they have the same rule. I know for amateur baseball, the pitcher, or you can assign someone to be a position and the DH. That way, if you swap somebody into their position, that person would not necessarily bat. The original starter would bat. We got Blake Vandehoff leading off for Hastings, the center fielder. Vandehoff did really well for the high school team this year. First pitch, ball high.
Yeah.
Vandehoff was a pretty consistent starter for the high school. Often started out in the outfield. And that one plunks him. Second pitch, and he's already on the base, hit by pitch. I don't have the sound files of the homer no and all that fun stuff, but we do get the background noise from, what Tony's playing in here. That's going to bring up number 5, Connor Zagoda, left fielder.
Left fielder, number 5, Connor Zagoda.
Zagoda's one that found himself bouncing in and out of the lineup, too, at the high school. depending on what the team needed at the time. First pitch to Zagota is a ball outside.
Hunter, I'm shaking.
And Connor's dad and mom actually have been two very, very helpful people here at Veterans Park this summer. So I will always take a chance to give them guys a positive plug. Second pitch is big swing and a miss. So Jim and Tara have been great all year this year and even several years prior to. They've been helping us a lot out here between announcing and helping concessions. Throw over to first, not in time. Umpire calls him safe. But happy anniversary, actually, to the Zagotas. That's why they're not here tonight, because they're celebrating an anniversary. So congrats, guys. That one catches the outside corner for strike 2. 1-2, no outs. Runner on first. That runner's Vanderhoff. I wouldn't say that he's slow by any means. He's definitely above average for speed for this age. That one fouled off. So there's always an opportunity for him to catch, a win there and take off and get that stolen base. I believe Coach Pete Teglin is at third base. That one swung on and hit to left center, and that is going to be caught. A diving catch.
No, I was following the runner on first.
By the center fielder. Let's see if Hunter's got a replay on that one for us. I'm sure he will. He's pretty quick with those. Yep, there we go. So you can see him pound that one into left center. And the diving grab. What a catch by Derek Doman out in center field. That will bring up the shortstop, batting third, number 6, Eddie Piney. Ball high. I was honestly kind of hoping that that Bill Ryan was going to show up to umpire this one and have his kid be on the bench. That'd be funny. I know Bill would do a great job of being very impartial to that too, because he's a good umpire. Probably one of the better ones that I've actually ever watched in my 12 years or 11 years of, over 12, of amateur baseball. Three balls to Piney. Oh, he did call that one a strike. 2-1 now the count to Piney. One out, runner on first is Blake Vanderhoff. Inver Grove Legion leads 1-0. We're in the bottom of the first here. Caught the outside corner of the strike. That one's going to trick me, I think, a few times. Piney, the former Hastings Raider, he graduated this summer. This is last year playing Legion ball. That one skied out to right field. The right fielder seems to be under it. That'd be Fulman, and Fulman makes the catch for out number 2. But Piney, after graduation, joined the Meesville Mudhens amateur baseball team here in town. And speaking of amateur baseball, 17 Mitch Iliff, now batting, is on the Hastings Hawks amateur baseball team. So teammates here and mortal enemies on the amateur level. First pitch thrown in there for a strike, and Vanderhoff goes. I saw that one coming eventually. It's just a matter of when. He's quick. He's got quickness and he's got some speed. So the combination of the two is nice to have. Ball way outside. 1-1 with 2 out. The lefty with his arm guard there. That one swung on and driven to left field, but almost right to the left fielder, who had to take about 5 steps in and makes the grab to retire the side. So Hastings was unable to answer the 1 run to start the game, but give them a little bit of time and everything will be good to go. Bottom of the first recap, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on base. And right now, both pitchers are sitting at 15 or 16 pitches. Odman's throwing 1 extra. Due up for the Inver Grove Heights Legion team. In the hole, Hao Feng. On deck, Isaac Menz. Your next batter will be 35, Nathan Barclay. And I'm going to pause for a brief minute here, catch a drink, and we'll be back for more Legion baseball here at Vets Park. Watching live on HCTV YouTube, and you'll get it later on Town Square TV. We greatly appreciate that partnership as well. It's awesome to see that between HCTV and Town Square TV. I know we did stuff with softball and baseball, sharing that feed, which is great. It's just it makes it better for everybody, in my opinion, just because of the fact that they don't have to send guys here, and gives that audience a chance to catch the game later on replay, along with our live watch here. I mean, obviously you guys can be watching it live on YouTube, but greatly appreciate having you here, and I'll be right back. And welcome back to Veterans Park. Leading off for Inver Grove, number 35, Nathan Barclay. First pitch is in there for a ball. Oddman has thrown 5 balls, 12 strikes so far. A very consistent pitcher. Typically does throw better than 2 to 1 strikes, which is nice. Barclay follows that one off down the left field line. At least he's got a white t-shirt on underneath that to match his pants, which looks nice. That one's going to be driven out to center field toward Vanderhoff, and did he call him out? It looked like he made the grab. Let's see what we caught on replay here. See if we get the zoom in quick enough. And of course the ball hit the ground right before it bounced into the glove. He did a great job of trying to sell it, but the officials were not fooled. That first pitch to Isaac Menz, number 11, is swung on for foul. Hao Feng gets the foul ball like he's supposed to on deck. Great hustle there, kid. And that one's right back to Oddman for the first out at second. And he wanted to call him out at first, but he couldn't do it. Just couldn't do it. So the fielder's choice goes 1-4.
Third base, number 30.
Get the toss over there, and yeah, that was close. I see why he hesitated on that one. That brings up Hao Feng to the plate. First pitch in there for a strike on the outside corner. Yeah, that was a really close play at first for the almost double play. But Men's speed beat that one out. Pickoff attempt, not in time. Iliff didn't even try to put a tag on. So Oddman sets and fires. Bunt down the third base side's going to go foul. Can't blame that one on the grounds crew. That was perfectly straight where he bunted it. So everybody will head back to their bases to try it again. But now there's two strikes, so you're not bunting in this situation, because if it goes foul again, he's going to be out. So he'll be swinging away. Oops. There we go. Oh, Denoyer tries to frame that one up and could not quite do it, so it's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on first is Isaac Menz. At the plate, Hao Feng. Oddman likes his sign, delivers. That one's fouled into the third base dugout nearly. Oh, it did hit the fence. You can see number 50, Derek Doman, warming up behind the batter there. Oddman sets, fires. Another close one, but it was just outside. 2-2, 1 out. To Hao Fung of Inver Grove Heights. Oddman to Denoyer for the tandem here for pitcher-catcher. Oddman fires. Ooh, close. That was still outside, though. Full count now. It's okay to nibble a little bit, but at some point you got to go after him like you did there, and goodbye. And the toss to the runner at second base. Stolen base happened anyway. So strikeout swinging. And Menz stole second on that one to get into the scoring position. This is where they were last inning, where they had the runner in scoring position and just a single scored them because they're pretty quick out there. And that will bring up number 50, Derek Doman, the center fielder who made a phenomenal catch last half inning. Ball low and outside. Puts Oddman at 29 pitches so far. Like I said, he's usually pretty good about being more than 2-1 balls to strikes. That's right where he's at. 20 strikes and 9 balls. So he's doing well there. That one was... Did you call that foul? They are going to have a discussion here. Oddman looks like he's a little perturbed. Yeah, I think he called it foul. He did indeed call that one a foul. I don't suppose we got that on replay, did we? That's all right. Unfortunately, there's no talkback option, so Hunter can't directly talk to me in my headset. We'll figure that out eventually, I think. But right now, I can just talk to him. And that was going to be popped up to shallow right, and Sawyer Chumsland's going to make the grab for the second out of the, or third out of the inning, actually. Yeah, I'm ahead of myself there. So your top of the second recap, 0 runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. Inver Grove Heights leads Hastings 1-0 on a beautiful night for baseball. It's a tiny bit warm, but that will be taken care of fairly quickly. And we've got tons of fans out in the party corner. So the party corner folks wave. They can't hear me anyway. It's all good. Due up for the Legion for Hastings here. Batting in, I should say, in the hole is Aaron Vanderhoff. On deck, Gavin Oddman, and your next batter will be number 4, Mark Denoyer. Johnny's going to open that thing up for us and get the lights going. Thanks, Johnny.
Hey guys, you're on national television.
Not national.
Johnny, hi Johnny. Shot of the concession stand. So that's how we kind of work things. We do it all around here. Oh, there's one of our camera guys. That's Tori. Hi Tori. We like to have a good time out here. That's what this is all about. It's fun. Being around baseball, putting on a good production for the kids that are on the field, and just having a good time out here. The nice thing is, with concessions, that we do raise money to put it right back in the field. Hi, Seth. That's Seth on the other camera. We do not have a center camera or center field camera. That's just a static camera. Larry Lockdown. There you go. I like it. Larry Lockdown on center field camera. And men's tosses to number 4, Mark Denoyer, the catcher. And I'm trying to figure out if somebody is throwing something against the press box or what, because I hear a thump every once in a while. Big swing on that one. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Men's so far, 7 balls, 10 strikes, 17 total. Of course, this is only his second inning to pitch. Strike. That one was right down the gut of the plate. A little bit of a tail to it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No outs, nobody on, so this is the first batter for Hastings. 24 minutes from the start of the game. Ball outside. 2-2. Denoyer sets up. Strike. That was pretty. Hate to say it, but that was pretty. And that will bring up the pitcher, number 9, Gavin Oddman. You can see this nice big bender come right over the plate on the replay here. It stuttered too much. I couldn't see it. It's all right. At least it stuttered on my screen. Who knows how it did live. Did he go? Whoa, the base umpire says yes, he did. Tony Kaiser said yes, he did, and he already had it up on the scoreboard. And the second pitch to Oddman is dropped. It's a ball. First Banco Lights is coming on here at Vets. Now, I always get yelled at when I say this, but if anybody is looking for a really good tax write-off and you want to make a donation of about $85,000, that would help us get lights, because that's roughly what it would cost to replace them. And that foul ball is headed off toward concessions.
If you haven't been doing it already, please return all foul balls to either.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Oddman's second batter of the inning for Hastings. Yeah, we're always looking to do improvements out here, so if anybody wants to make donations, that's always greatly appreciated. Fly ball out to right center is going to be caught right to Fulman. He barely had to move. Nice lazy fly ball. The way that ball moved, it was just, I mean, it was one of those shots that a blind man probably could catch. And that is going to bring up number 8, Aaron Vandehoff. Vandehoff is the second baseman tonight. Men sets, fires, ball outside. Delivered ground ball hit towards short. Makes a nice clean grab. Tosses over to first for the out. And that's all she wrote for that one. So 6-3 on the put out there. Bottom of the second recap. No runs, no hits, no errors. None left on base. Due up for the Legion. We're headed back to the top of the order here. So we've got Danny Kester in the hole. On deck, Brendan Kester. Danny Martin is on deck, and Cash Raymond will be at the plate to lead things off in the top of the third. Break. We will be right back after this brief pause.
Oh, hey there. Do you like HCTV? That's one small step for Hastings and one giant leap for community television.
Do you want a custom video that promotes your business or organization and gives you the results you're looking for? As an HCTV sponsor, our staff will work with your business or organization to create a custom video to promote your brand. You also have an option of getting a shout out in every sporting event we cover. And that's 3 points for your business. So support HCTV today! Go to hastingstv.org/sponsors for more information or to give a one-time donation.
Second baseman, number 3, Cash Raymond.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Push the microphone a little too far. Welcome back. Cash Raymond at the plate. First pitch swung on to second base, and Vanderhoff could not handle it. I think the consensus on this one is an error. Let's take a look at the replay.
First baseman, number 22, Danny Martin.
Yeah, it was 3 steps, and he just misplayed it. So unfortunately, we're going to have to call that one an error, a fielding error on Vanderhoff. Runner goes, and no throw from Denoyer.
Yep.
So a ball. You can see the jump here. Boom, gone. Nice jump from Raymond. Slides in with no contest. Second pitch to Martin is a ball. Danny Martin at the plate. Cash Raymond at second. Third pitch is a ball. 3-0 the umpire says, 3-0 the scoreboard says, and 3-0 the book says. First pitch there, first strike finally there. But he's still 2-1. Oddman fires, swung on, popped up. That is going to probably get out. Heads up over in there. Oh, I didn't see where it landed. Hopefully it got behind the parents. The kid that you just saw running by has been doing a great job of retrieving foul balls to help return them to play, which is greatly appreciated at $6 a ball. Runner goes to third and called safe. So we had a passed ball. Are you calling an error? Yeah.
Number 13, the catcher, Brendan Kester.
Now to bring up Brendan Kester, and Tony and I are agreeing on that one too. It was a ball that gave him the walk, but if Denoyer hangs on to that, the runner does not advance, and that was definitely catchable. So calling that an error. And then another error. This time a throwing error on. Oh, I was making my note in here, and it happened so quick. So strike at the plate. Here's the replay. Strike at the plate. Throw down to third. It was a high. I mean, we can go either way on that one. So the error advances the runner that was on first to third and the guy at third to home. And now we've got 1 ball, 2 strikes to Kester. Ball high and inside, give him a little bit of a shave there. So that'll give Inver Grove one more run. They'll extend to their lead 2-0. And fires. That one's a hard fly ball hit to center. It's probably going to be caught, and it is, but the runner tags to give the sacrifice fly. And the score to Inver Grove. Nice tag. He waited and took off right when he needed to. So now Inver Grove has lead 3-0 on 3 hits with no errors. Hastings so far has committed 3 errors in the field. And that will bring up number 20, Tim Peach. Ball inside. Strike. So 1-1 to Peach with 1 out. That one is fouled down the right field line. One of the Inver Grove Heights players is going to have to run and get it. It looks like it's going to be the outfielder. So we'll have a tiny pause while he gets that one back into the pitcher. Or sorry, it should be the Hastings player. These same colored uniforms driving me bonkers. I mean, yeah, it's blue and red versus blue and yellow, but it's blue and then red. And blue and then yellow. 2-2, 1 out. Bye-bye. Oh, he even got the Pedro Serrano soundbite. Let's take a look at that pitch. Oh, beautiful. Just dropped in there for a strike. He looked at that one all day. And that brings up number 42, the left-handed Carter Fullman. Ball outside with 2 outs. Inver Grove did some damage, though. So far, they've scored 2 this inning. And that's going to be a hit in the left field. Nice line drive through the gap. Take a look at this again. Boom. I mean, it landed 10 feet in front of Connor Zagota out there. There's nothing he could do about it. It just dropped too quick. That'll bring up Nathan Barclay. First pitch to him is a strike. Oddman has already thrown 51 pitches in the top of the 3rd. Fouls that one off, so 0-2 with 2 outs. Runner on first. You can see Barclay checking his swing there. Oddman fires, ball in the dirt, but no, the runner does not go. Three-0 runner on first, 2 outs. Top of the 3rd, 1-2 is the count. Runner goes. That one's hit hard to center. Vanderhoff has a read on it and makes the easy grab to retire the side. But, again, Inver Grove scores 2. Top of 3rd recap. 2 runs, 1 hit, 3 errors, and 1 left on base. Let's take a look and see how many of those runs then were technically earned. Oddman so far is responsible for 2 earned runs. So one of those was definitely an unearned run in there. Do today. Tony's playing my jams. Beautiful night again for baseball. I mean, look at that. Do you get a better view than that? Enjoying a big gulp from, is that Quick Trip? Is Quick Trip the big gulp, I think? Oh, Speedway. Speedway's the big gulp. That's right. I'll give some. Andy Grammer, Give Love. Good song. Listen to it if you haven't heard it before. Got the right fielder getting warmed up over there by number 28. I don't have his number in front of me. You can see the beautiful lines that we have here at Veterans Park, thanks in part, or largely because of the efforts of Mr. Tony Kaiser. We've got in the hole Blake Vanderhoff on deck, Sawyer Chumslin, and your next batter now batting, number 28, Austin Werner. Werner's playing third tonight. So far, the 2 at-bats that I've got recorded here have been both outs, both the infields too, the inside of the infield. First pitch is a strike. This is his first appearance this game, but his 2 appearances yet on Tuesday. That one skied out to right. That could be trouble. He was not able to make the catch in right center. So that is going to be a double for Austin Werner, who just crushed it to right field. And that's going to bring up Sawyer Chumslin. A name that, having been announced and done play-by-play for the last, 12, 13 years, whatever it is. I'll miss the replay there. You can see just past the outstretched glove of the center fielder. Chumsland, you wouldn't think it was Chumsland. It's spelled T-J-O-M-S-L-A-N-D. Throw back to second, not in time. Yeah, that name goofed me up for a few times. Follows that one over the back of the press box. 0-1. Hastings trails 3-0. But they have a runner in scoring position. The leadoff runner, A.J. Werner, made it to second on a hard-hit double. And now Chumsland up, hoping to swap places with him. Ball outside. And then behind him is Blake Vanderhoff warming up there. And you can see Mitch Iliff walking out of the dugout. Pickoff move, but he did not throw. This pitcher's a right-handed pitcher. That one fouled back to the backstop. So an umpire who is friends of the Hawks and, just Hastings baseball in general. Oh, plane. And the umpire said, because I'm like, what's the easiest way to explain a balk? And he goes, right-handed pitchers are real easy. If the right heel doesn't move first, it's a balk. When he goes to make a pickoff move. That one's a ball. I know Tony could explain it significantly better than I can. The balk rule. But, that's what Chris was saying. If the right foot doesn't move first when he makes a pickoff move, it's a balk, the right heel. Because they have to step off the rubber. 3-2, full count to Chumsland. Isaac Menz on the mound for Inver Grove. Tossing to Brendan Kester. Fouls that one back. That was a protection swing. It was close enough that it might have been outside, but it was close enough that it might have been a strike. Three-two again. I'd call this a quality at bat. Ball. Oh! Rung him up on the outside breaking ball. And Connor Zagoda's just smiling at him. Let's see how dirty this was. Blake Vanderhoff's at the plate right now, but let's take a look at this replay. Boom. The catcher did do a nice job of framing it, but looks like pop out to left center. And did he make the grab over his shoulder? Sure he did. So first pitch is an out. That was caught by the left fielder too. So Austin is sitting out there going, guys, I'm ready to score. And so far 2 outs after his double. And we may be looking at stranding him unless Zagota can do something for these guys. For the what's that? Yes, their catcher is very good defensively. Connor's only at bat for the game tonight was a fly out to left where Nathan Barkley made a phenomenal. I know Derek Dolman made a phenomenal catch. 2 balls now to Zagota. Strike. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Austin Werner still chilling at second base. And the delivery, ball high. Oh, is YouTube being goofy? Oh. I can't see him on my screen. Big swing now. Full count to Zagota. How bad are they picking on me? It's okay. I can take it. 3-2. 2 outs. Men's on the mound for Inver. Zagota in the box for Hastings. And the payoff pitch is a hard line drive to left center. And that is going to fall in for at least a double. AJ is going to make it home. And Zagota is going to hold up at second. So an RBI double for Connor Zagota to left center. And that will bring up number 6, Eddie Piney. Let's take a look at this. You can see it's headed just to the right of the 380 sign and almost to the pole there, light pole, that's in left center. And Zagota's in now. Let's see if we can just keep. That's fine. 2 outs. Just keep replacing them. Put Piney at second. Get Zagota back home. First pitch is the ball. Great patience from Zagota on that long at bat. Ball inside just about hits Piney. Man sets, fires. Ball outside. Nice block by Kester. But now the count's 3-0. Piney's 0 for 1 on the night with a fly out. That was a fly out to right field. Oh, caught the outside low corner on that one. You can see Zagota there blocking a little bit of the view. He jumps, ball outside. Oh, we called that a strike. 3-2, 2 outs, runner on second. See if Hastings can cut into the lead of Inver Grove one more time. Rung him up. All Eddie can do is hang his head dejectedly as he walks back to the dugout to get his gear. Denoyer with his hair, always playing with that. Here's the pitch. Take a look at that. Nice, slow, beautiful leg kick, and just drops about a foot.
It's slow. In the next half, you want to get 2.
I just have, oh, Jim's going to get it. That is Jim, isn't it? Yeah. Jim Zagota over there at the shed helping us out. He knows the code.
You can fix that. We got it.
Like I said, our one of our volunteers that's constantly helping us do stuff is Jim Zagota. He just does the little things for us, which is awesome. And another plane for those of you that are Saints fans.
So I hope you're having a good time here tonight at the ballpark. If you're into the whole baseball season, this is going for high schools as well. If you guys like the town ball stuff, we have our very own
Oddman is back out on the mound for Hastings. The two pitchers are really only sitting they're sitting close. I mean, you're talking 54 to 48 for the pitch count. Oddman's had 6 more pitches, so realistically he's not that far off of what Isaac Menz has done. You know, but 6 extra pitches an inning would be a big deal, but we're talking 2 extra pitches an inning so far for these guys, so they're hanging right neck and neck. Menz has thrown 29 strikes to 19 balls. Gavin Oddman has thrown 35 strikes to 19 balls. So all the extra pitches have been strikes. But keep in mind that a hit counts as a thrown strike because it was obviously a hittable ball. And Inver Grove leads in that department. They have 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and 3 left on base so far. Versus Hastings has 1 run, 2 hits, 3 errors, and 2 left on base so far. So the line on Hastings looks kind of interesting if you're a numerical person, just because it's 1, 2, 3. And that is going to bring up the pitcher, speaking of Menz. Menz is going to be leading off, then followed by Hao Feng, and your third batter will be Derek Doman. First pitch from Oddman. Catches the outside corner for a strike. That one was a ball outside. Oddman kicks, fires. Ball low. Swung on. That is going to be a pop-up. That is Vanderhaus ball all day long, and nobody gets it. So unfortunately, that cannot be called an error.
Number 30, third baseman, Hao Feng.
Even though that should have been Vanderhaus ball. But they weren't communicating out there, and it just dropped. That's all right. And that will bring up number 30, Hao Feng, who sets the bunt. Feng's got some quickness to him. I know a walk-up song, if I had to play a walk-up song for him, would be play that funky music, white boy. Just because of the plan. I know, bad joke. Sets the bunt again. Called strike, throw over to first, and not in time. So a foul and a strike, and a pickoff attempt is not successful. That's twice that in his 2 at-bats he set up to bunt and is at the 2 strikes, so he won't be bunting a third time. 0-2, nobody out, runner on first. Gadman likes this. Gadman, good grief. Oddman likes the sign. This time it's hit just to the right of Iliff, and it's going to get through. Throw over to third is not in time. It was actually in time, but it was off far enough that it wasn't in time. Because he just didn't have time to reach over on that one. So, nice hit and run call on that one.
Center fielder, number 50, Derek Doman.
Puts Menz over on third. So runners at the corners. Are they going to do the delayed steal with Derek Doman at the plate? Yes, they are. And that was a ball that should have been caught by the catcher, but he just watched it go right by. Let's look at the replay here. I mean, it's got to be called a pass ball because it went off the tip of his glove. So the runners will advance a base on the pass ball. Even though Fung was in the process of stealing. Actually, I'm going to give him the steal on that. Now it's 2-1 to Doman with Fung at second base. Grounded over to first. He looks over to third. Says, nope, I haven't got time to do anything. Takes the out over at first to get at least one up on the scoreboard. So an unassisted out, but Fung does advance over to third. And we're headed back to the top of the lineup for second baseman number 3, Cash Raymond. 0 for 2 with a called strike and an error. That was the hit to Vanderhoff. That was an error. Took 3 steps to the right and charged it and just bobbled it. First pitch was a ball. Second pitch driven out to the gap in right center. And Inver Grove is going to take a 5-1 lead on the double by Cash Raymond.
First baseman, number 22, Danny Martin.
Now coming to the plate is number 22, the first baseman, Danny Martin. With Raymond standing out there looking at him like, all right, let's swap spots. First pitch is in there from Gavin Oddman. It's a strike. And, oh, hit him. So Danny Martin hit by a pitch. And Oddman is not looking very happy out there with himself. With runners on first and second. Brendan Kester is up now. His first at bat was a pop-up to first base. Or third base side, excuse me. Kind of the same side, same position along the line, just further out of that one there. So infield fly is called on that one. And the runners will hold at first and second. Now Hastings has 2 outs. Oddman has hit the 70 pitch mark. Yeah. Thank you. I barely heard it, and I'm trying not to talk like super loud. Trying to make sure that I can keep that balance if not affecting the announcing being done to my right. No balls, 1 strike to Tim Peach. That one's fouled off down the right field line, out of play. That might have actually hit a car. That doesn't happen very often where it gets through the trees. He's out in the street right now. Get a camera on the kid behind. It's too fast. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And it's there. I know, you did the other one. We like to have a lot of fun sound bites, so we got Keep the Change, You Filthy Animals from Home Alone. And then we've got the In Case I Don't See Ya, Good Afternoon, Good Evening, and Good Night from Truman Show. But we just use the Good Afternoon, Good Evening, Good Night. Shot into the dugout of the Raiders. Pete Teglin doing his coaching. Neville and Vanderhoff talking over there. I think we need to do a Dairy Queen giveaway. I'm feeling like giving away a DQ Dilly Bar and a small Blizzard here in the stadium. So I'll hook Tony up with that information. So what we're going to do, what we do is we do a Dairy Queen anagram, athlete anagram of the game. And Hastings Dairy Queen Scott is awesome.
We've got the turf on order. We're just waiting for it to be delivered so we can have the batting cages out. And we are working towards many other things to get done here.
I will say the smoke from the Canadian wildfires has made life interesting for me because of allergies and all that fun stuff. So if I just randomly disappear, that's because I'm coughing, and I don't want to be, bugging you guys. Yeah. That's all right. We're good to go here right now. And that will bring the Hawks and Raiders both currently hitting for the Raiders. Number 17, Mitch Iliff, the first baseman. So what I do with this anagram of the day, or anagram of the game, is I take players' names and I mix up the letters to spell something else. First pitch to Iliff is fouled off. Like if I use Mitch Iliff's name right now, yeah, this would be way too easy. Like Milch Tiffy. Yeah, those are all way too easy. MC Fifi Hilt. That's actually pretty good. I like that. Some of these make me laugh for the anagrams. 2-1, no outs, nobody on. Iliff is your first batter for the Raiders in the bottom of the fourth. Men's kicks, fires, swung on, grounded toward first base, and foul. That would be Coach Cole Benson, one of Iliff's Hawk teammates. But Coach here. An easy one would be to take Blake Van Hoff for the anagram. And see what we can come up with there. That one's fouled down the third base side. So 2-2 with no outs and nobody on. There we go. 2-2, nobody out, another foul ball. Mitch Iliff at the plate. Men's fires, swung on and missed. Strike 3 swinging. That'll bring up the catcher, Mark Denoyer. Here's the replay of the pitch.
Catcher, number 4.
Iliff swings just, look like it was just over it. First pitch to Denoyer is a ball. Now. Now we're hitting the time of night where it's just dark enough that the lights aren't helping, but not dark enough to have the lights help. It's weird. That dusk time is just kind of off. Touch on that in the break. Finally a strike in there to Denoyer. With the 3-0 count, he wasn't going to be swinging, even though he really wanted to. And the pitch. Oh, called that one a strike on the outside corner. Denoyer thought that one was a ball. He was about to toss his bat, and this umpire's got a little bit of a delayed call. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And that's going to bring up Gavin Oddman with the Raiders trailing 5-1. 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth.
Gavin Oddman.
Oddman's first at bat was a fly out to right, so he's 0 for 1. First pitch there is a strike. He's wearing his MASH helmet, it looks like. That one is going to be driven hard down the left field line for a hit. Don't know if he's going to... Nope, he stops for a single. And then a bad throw gets him over to second. It's a hit single and then an error on the throw. I will tell you in a moment. So throwing error on the left fielder. So I have 5-7-1 and 1-3-3. 1-3-3. Yep. So 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error so far for Inver Grove Heights. And 1 run, 3 hits, 3 errors for Hastings. Got a pinch hitter. Be number 11, Jared Neville. Neville follows that one off to the backstop. So 0-1, 2 outs. Runner on second is Oddman. We know that Oddman has some speed. We also know that he has some quickness, so he gets a good jump, too. Ball bounces out of the catcher's glove, and Oddman takes advantage and gets over to third base on the passed ball. Neville now has, if he gets a single, Oddman's going to score for sure. I mean, any single is going to score. And that's going to score. Right there, a nice clutch hit by Neville to drive in a run and cut into Inver Grove's lead. A little soft line drive over the shortstop's head puts Neville at first and, oops, Oddman at home.
Number 31, Ben Thome.
And that is going to bring up number 31, another pinch hitter, Ben Thome. Hastings does like to get a lot of the kids in, keep the rotation going with the players, and give everybody a chance to play. So Ben Thome fouls that one off for his first strike. Men sets, fires, ball outside. Men's looking like he's getting a little tired. He's at 67 pitches so far after that one. Toss over to first is not in time. I'm going to see if I can get Adam Simon to come up here and do some color commentary. Ground ball down the line, called foul. Must have hit and then just right turn Clyde into the foul territory. And he strikes him out. Let's take a look. I'm guessing we're going to see that one on replay. Thome was set and ready to go. Sees the ball coming in and just misses underneath it. So I will be back here momentarily. You're watching Legion Baseball on Hastings Community TV and Town Square TV.
Alright, folks, time for a little fun here. If you're into Dairy Queen, or even if you're not, you want to hand these off to somebody else, maybe in your These are for the local Dairy Queen here in town.
So Tony is going to give out our Dairy Queen certificates for the anagram of the game.
If you guys don't know what that is, what we're going to do is take one of the Legion ball players, and we're going to mix up their
You want to do color?
to make a word.
You want to do color commentary?
What you have to do is come on up
Bring in Mr. Adam Simon, our young protege on the field, into the mix.
It is fake Avon beheld. The players who are exempt from said competition.
Tony's explaining how it works and saying the players can't win.
Avon beheld.
All right, let's make sure you're not muted on this switch.
Regular players
What's up, Adam?
come up here and receive your
I can probably have to turn you up. How'd your game go today?
Oh, we lost.
You lost? By what? What was the score?
We got 10 runs.
Oh,
We 10
okay.
run them though.
oh, you 10 run them before?
Yeah.
Okay, so payback. That's all right. All right, well, we've got Carter Fullman. So you get to tell me what you see on the field when things happen. That's a hard hit fly ball, but that was a quick out.
Right to left field.
First pitch and a line drive out to right to the left fielder. He didn't have to move. Could you have made that catch? Could you have made that catch?
Nathan Barclay.
It probably hurt my head, but yeah.
A little bit harder at this level.
Yeah.
Yeah. That brings up number 35, Nathan Barclay. First at bat was a little blooper towards center, and then he flew out to Vanderhoff for a second at bat, so he's got a single and a fly out. Time is called. Batter steps out of the box with one out. Oddman is on the mound. He's at 74 pitches, 49 balls, and 49 strikes, 26 balls now.
Right in the righty batter's box.
I'm not too worried about. I'll figure that out here in a second.
I think he's at third.
Oh yeah, that would make sense. So Thoma's out and right.
Yep.
Okay. So 2 balls, 1 strike. We'll get those guys switched around real quick, just because. Chumlinslin is at third. So we did have switching positions, but with the substitutions. Benjamin Thome is now in right. Ball 4 walked him, so a 5-pitch walk. All right, so when you're a catcher and your pitcher's having a hard time finding the zone, what do you go out and tell them?
Really, I just tell them throw whatever you want, but I'll give them like a certain spot, kind of more directly in the middle.
Okay. And that's going to bring up Isaac Menz. Adam is a 10U player?
10 triple A.
Yeah, 10 AAA player for Hastings and catcher. All right, Oddman is taking his time collecting the signs. The umpire calls time that time. So the changes to defense, Benjamin Thome went out to right. Jared Neville is now playing at second in place of Aaron Vanderhoff, and Sawyer Chumslin has moved into third. And that one is fouled back to the fence. How are those? Do they, like, when they get fouled off and they're close to your head, they scare you? Like whizzing by your head?
Not really.
Ball low in the dirt. 1-1. All right, what pitch are you coming back with here? Do you have a call? You gonna call one here? High and inside fastball.
Curveball.
You'd go curveball. Okay. Oh, that one is off of Chumslin over at third, and he's not able to make the grab. So that is going to be another error on Hastings. I'm a little less mean when I'm doing the play-by-play, I think. I don't know. Yeah, that was a pretty hard hit ball. All right. So the bases now, we have Barclay at second and Menz at first. And Hao Fung is your batter with the first ball. Fung has been showing bunt both of his first 2 at-bats for his first 2 strikes. don't think he's going to do that this time. That one's a ball outside. We're going with that one as a wild pitch, which will advance all the runners.
He could sacrifice bunt to come in and run, but it's 5-2, so.
You don't think that doesn't seem like the call when you're up 5-2? No, I agree. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Oddman outside again. 3 straight balls to this batter. And prior to that, he had 4, 5, 6. Walked him on that one. 4 straight pitches. We're at 86 pitches for Oddman, and Benson is going to run out. Coach Benson's going to call time and check on his pitcher. All right, so tell me what they're talking about. What do you think they're talking about?
I'm here to announce that
I think he's checking if he's okay to finish the inning or if he's going to change a pitcher.
Okay. I can't see. Is there anybody warming up?
Doesn't look like it.
Okay, so haven't had anybody warming up. We've only got like 4 or 5 guys. That might have actually been why
Stay tuned. Tomorrow night, we'll have another
Blake Vanderhoff
edition
was
at
pulled
our
so he can
Hawks
go warm up
game.
and pitch. But bases are loaded
Bruce
with 1
looking on the
out.
call.
Umpire saying, okay, let's go,
We have
guys.
Another night of baseball action in store.
Inver Grove leads 5-2. The line so far for Inver Grove, 5 runs on 7 hits with 1 error. They've stranded 5. Hastings has had 2 runs, 4 hits, 4 errors, and they've stranded 3. Sounding metallic again?
Yeah.
First pitch is a ball. I wonder if it's one of the wires. And he beans him to walk in, or basically that's a RBI for that batter.
Bring in a run.
Yeah, that's it. He's done.
Takes a fastball.
Where'd he get it? Can you see the screen? Got him right in the hand. Almost hit him in the head. All right, so Oddman is going to go to short, and Eddie Piney's pitching. So we're just doing a position change. Eddie's a solid pitcher.
Number 6.
He's got good speed.
Piney.
Throws hard. And his two-seam move has a little bit of movement on it.
Got a nice slider.
Yep. Let's see what this one is. This is breaking ball. His curveball drops about 6 inches. Are you trying to show us in the press box? There you can see the hands out the window. The Chumsland sitting in front of us. Yes.
Yes.
It's 6-7-2. I know, 6-7-1, sorry.
For Inver Grove Knights. The second baseman, number 3, Cash Raymond.
Cash Raymond back to the top of the lineup. This guy has had a called strikeout, reached on an error by second baseman, and then a double to right. And the first pitch to Raymond is a strike. Second pitch ball a little high. And the delivery, that one's a strike. So when there's a pause in there, if you see something that you want to talk about baseball related, you can certainly make a comment. And he got him swinging.
Got him swinging on what looked to be a slider or curveball.
Yep, nice little breaking ball on him there.
Baseman, number 22, Danny.
Let's look at the replay. Yep, just Nice little drop to it. Like I said, his curveball's got about a 6-inch drop, but it just dives at the end. And he plunks him.
Looks like he was trying to go for a slider there. Had the correct movement at the front, but didn't move at the back.
Yeah, it just didn't break in to avoid the batter, and he plunked him.
Number 13.
So that
Brendan
brings up number
Kester.
13, Brendan Kester. Wrong one. I don't want to check that one. I want to check the book here quick. So when we make it back, if we make it back to Carter Foreman, then they've batted around. That one is going to be popped up to the infield. First base over to catch it. Iliff makes the grab. And Piney does retire the side, but not after they score a couple. Top fifth recap. 2 runs, no hits, 1 error, 3 left on base. The Inver Grove Legion extends their lead and now leads 7-2. You can see there's a few fans in attendance. And the nice thing about these Legion games is they do spread out down the lines, and you can see some of
Go, boys. Let's
Adam's
go.
teammates, I'm assuming.
It looks like Zach's.
Oh, is that Zach?
It looks like Carson. I don't know.
Oh, Zach and Carson.
Zach's at home.
Oh, is he? Zach's teammates, huh?
Nah,
And do we have a new pitcher?
maybe 11U, 12U.
I don't see. Do we have a new pitcher? I can't see the guy's number. I think it looks like the same kid. Nope, it's 11 still. He's still pitching. Isaac Menz
11.
still on the mound. A shot of Coach Pete Teglin there over at third. As Coach Cole Benson meanders his way over to first. Nope, he's turning around. Boys look like they're getting ready for the throwdown.
Catcher's got a good arm, but it took him a little bit to get the ball up.
Yeah, they tend to be a little bit slower for some reason right now.
Number 12, Sawyer Chelmsland.
All right, Chumsland so far 0 for 1, called strikeout. First pitch is in there for a strike. Nice little break on that one, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So as the pitchers get up there and pitches the ball outside, their arms tend to obviously get a little tired, but the nice thing is that makes their breaking ball move that much more. And sometimes that can be a good thing, and sometimes that's a bad thing.
Mm-hmm. That had good movement, but a little bit high.
So 2 balls, 1 strike. Move your mic closer. That one swung on, and that's going to be crushed down the left field line.
It's gonna be a.
That's at least that's a double.
Looks like a double. I wouldn't go 3. It was deep left.
Yeah, but the left fielder is really quick. Here's the replay.
Center field, number 3, Blake.
Yeah, he tagged that one to left. And it looks like it got to the Carlson Auto sign out there. And it brings up the leadoff batter, Vanderhoff. Hit by a pitch for his first at-bat, and then a fly out. I believe that was the ESPN-esque diving catch from Doman. 1-0 delivery. Swung on high fastball. So is it really hot playing? It's not bad now.
Kind of.
Ball high, 2-1. Nobody out. Runner on second. That was Sawyer Chumslin who hit a hard hit fly ball down the left field line.
Nice breaking ball, but it didn't move quite enough.
Same with that one. Ball high, so 3-1. It was like it looked like a breaking ball motion, but it just didn't break.
Maybe about an inch.
And he walked him. So that is going to bring up left fielder number 5, Connor Zagoda. His first at bat was a fly out to left center, and then he hit a ball farther out left center for a double. Have a feeling now with men's being at 78 pitches, they're looking at making a swap. Chumslin takes off over to first base to talk with Vanderhoff and Cole Benson, Coach Cole Benson over there. Vanderhoff's laughing about how he watched the hit and just kind of stood there and watched it go out to left. Yeah, they only have 10. I mean, they could do the same thing we did and swap, players in the field. This probably was talking about like, hey, this is the plan, so be prepared. Like when we switch players. So again, Zagoda's up now 1 for 2 on his 2 appearances. Ball high.
Today we would have had 9 players, but they called someone up from single A.
Oh wow! Did they get in? Did they get to play?
They played left once.
Oh, that's good. That one's another ball high. So Menz has hit the point that he's hit that wall where he's going to start missing high, it looks like. Because he has thrown ball. Is that's 2. He's thrown like 6 or 5 straight balls. 6 straight balls now.
Is he going to walk 2 people on 8 pitches?
That'd be 9 pitches. He did get one strike in there.
9 pitches. That's going to be my first strike.
Oh, because you're breathing into it. There you go.
You can talk a little louder, too.
Yeah, don't be afraid to talk. Hey, man, we got a 10-year-old doing commentary on TV. I'm happy to see it, right? Like I said, we like to have fun out here.
Walked on 10 straight pitches.
Number 6.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't have him on the credits, but make sure you give him a shot.
Oh yeah, of course. Eddie Piney's up. He's 0 for 2 on the night with a flyout and a called strikeout. First pitch swung on, fouls it down the third base side.
Bases loaded, no outs.
Because if you get it up, you can hear that. These mics are pretty good. They're gaming headsets, but hey, they work well. 0-1 delivery. That one's popped up to right center. The center fielder's got
That's
it.
gonna
And
score
he's
a
gonna
run.
Yep. 2 runners did tag, and that will score Chumslin from third base. So a sac fly for Piney. We got runners on the corners.
First baseman, number 17, Mitch Eiler.
Runners on the corners. We got Zagoda on first and Vanderhoff on third. So expect Zagoda to go for the delayed steal in one of these here. First pitch is a ball. He did go.
Pump fake from the catcher.
Yep. That was a ball. Stolen base on that one. He was definitely going regardless, but he did do the delayed steal just to try to see if he could goat the catcher to make the throw. So 1-1 delivery from Menz. He's hit 87 pitches now. Big swing and a miss from Iliff. Oh, it was 3. Son of a gun. I didn't see him make a call.
2 outs, man on first and second and third.
Yep, second and third. And that brings up Mark DeNoyer. 0 for 2 tonight. Both strikeouts. A called strikeout and a swinging strikeout. First pitch to DeNoyer is a ball. Big hit here will cut into this lead huge. Follows that one back. 1-1. DeNoyer's definitely got the power to do something with the ball here. He hasn't played the last couple games, so it's hard to know where he's at mentally and if he's rusty or not.
Caught him on the, I'd like to say it was a slider.
Yeah, outside corner. Ball high and outside. So now it's 2-2. Yep. I thought for a second I had it wrong, and yeah, it happens. I did it last night a couple times. We jump around doing different things. Yep. Oh, he got him out at 1. Let's see if we can get a replay on that one. So the ball's hit sharply to third. The runner tried to get in the way a little bit and did successfully do so, but the first baseman steps off the bag to make the catch and then dives back to get the out. So 5-3 on the put out there, retires the side for the Raiders. But not before they get one back. They got 1 run, 1 hit, 2 left on base. You can see the moon. Moon is setting in for us here, and it's getting darker and it's able to see better. We'll be back here in a moment after a brief break.
Some you've heard of more, but it doesn't bother me cause I just love to explore. Interviewing owners and lending a hand. I love to assist for as long as they can stand.
And welcome back to Veterans Park. Inver Grove versus Hastings Legion. Inver Grove has the lead 7-3. As you can see there, 7-7-1 for the top line versus 3-5-4 for the bottom as it blurs out for that beautiful fade and pull back there. Who's on that side, Tori, or is it Seth? And that brings up number 20, Tim Peach. First pitch to Peach from Piney is a strike.
Another strike.
2 quick strikes from Piney. That is one thing that I will give Eddie a huge credit for when he's pitching. He is quick.
And they grounder up the middle.
Yeah. And that grounder up the middle gives them a runner at first on the first at-bat. But Piney is very fast on the mound. It's actually nice to see, because usually when a reliever comes in, they tend to change the pace slower. Piney fires, ball high. Now 3, 2, 1. He's getting his sign. Oh, the guy's not even in the box this time. So the batter slowed him down there. We'll see in this next pitch. I bet you he throws it within 4 seconds or 5 seconds of catching it back from Denoyer. That one's in there for a strike. If the batter lets him, that's the key. Like, he's ready to go now.
Looks like the batter's almost trying to slow him down.
Right? Ball outside, throw down to front from the catcher to second.
A little bit away.
A little bit away, a little bit high. And look at the replay here quick. Toss is high, forced Oddman off the bag, and Oddman's a tall kid, so that's not easy to do. Ball low and inside, so 3 balls, 1 strike, no outs, 1 runner on. Piney's at 13 pitches so far. And Isaac Menz is at 93. And don't know if we'll see him again. Ooh, that just missed high. That'll bring up number 35, left fielder Nathan Barclay. Let's take a look and see if we can see how this missed.
Nathan Barclay.
Yeah, that was right. That was just above the lettering of the jersey there, so that was definitely a ball, but it just barely missed. And Barclay shows bunt, fouls that one first off into the backstop.
That was a hard bunt. Got all the way back to the backstop.
And there's a lot of velocity on the pitch. That'll change things if it just gets the edge of the bat. Will he show bunt again?
Another quick pitch.
Yep. Now this batter's letting him work work at his pace. Eddie, as soon as he steps in, Eddie's ready to throw. That one's gonna be flared out into left field for a diving, sliding catch. Back to second, not in time, but the ball got away, and nothing is gonna change because Iliff was able to make a nice backup of that throw. So a soft pop-up, or soft fly ball to left field.
Pitcher, number 11, Isaac Menz.
And Zagoda's able to make a sliding grab and get in second quick. But just off target on the throw, trying to get the runner at second out because he obviously made the catch and didn't tag. I don't think you would have had him. Do you think you would have had him?
He's doing pretty good, but
Yeah, it was close, but I just don't know if he had the timing quite right. 0-2 now to Isaac Menz, the pitcher. Piney sets, fires, swung on.
runner's trying to mess with the pitcher by taking the big lead.
Yep, and then that one falls in front of Zagoda and left, who quickly gets it back in, and actually almost, if it would have been closer, if Chumslin would have been at third, he might have had a chance to get him. He overran third. But the hit single now.
Number 30,
Third base coach was giving him the go sign.
Yep, and then he...
Tripped on the bag.
oh, is that what he did? He tripped?
Yeah.
That brings up Hao Feng. Strikeout, a single, and a walk. His single was a grounder just to the right of first baseman Mitch Iliff. Now he's behind in the count. 0-2 with 1 out.
Multiple 0-2 hits.
And a swing and a miss. So good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Coach is not going to be very happy about that slam of the bat.
No, let's get the replay here.
center fielder, Derek Bellman.
And the lefties on the team.
Yeah, now I got a right-handed batter. First pitch is going to be fouled off. So 0-1. Piney settled in nicely, throwing strikes. That one's a ball. Yeah, he 2-1. I thought he called that. Okay.
Looked like a ball.
Yeah, it looked like a ball, but then the umpire did his motion for a second, so I thought he called it.
Nice high breaking ball.
Huh? Yeah. Yeah.
High breaking ball.
So 2-2. Delivery swung on, fouled.
Out of play.
Take a quick look at the infield. Piney sets, fires.
That's a
That is
smash up the middle. That's gonna score 2 runs.
Yes, it will, and might even maybe. Nope, he's going to call him to third and keep him there. So a hit single, line drive to right center will score 2 and advance the runner to third.
Number 3, Cash.
So now they've got runners on the corners, and that was just hit past Neville's glove in the right center. So now it's 9-3 in favor of Bad Guys. Nine runs, 10 hits, 1 error so far, 3-5-4 for Hastings.
So
First
good.
pitch is in there for a strike.
It's a good pitch.
Yep. So if you look at the scoreboard, 3rd inning 2, 4th inning 2, 5th inning 2, 6th inning 2 for Inver Grove. For Hastings, 3rd inning 1, 4th inning 1, 5th inning 1. You can't win a baseball game like that, typically.
The only inning that Inver Grove has not scored on is the 2nd inning.
Yep. Big swing there in the delayed steal. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, but Dolman is going to move up to second on the stolen base. Swung on, goodbye. And that will retire the side, but again, Inver Grove does some damage. They score 2 runs, 3 hits. On 3 hits, no errors, 2 left on base. Due up for Hastings in the hole. Benjamin Thome on deck. Jared Neville, your next batter will be Gavin Oddman, of course, pending changes.
This is Hastings' second to last chance to tie it up.
Yeah.
Looks like
It looks like what?
well, it looks like I don't know what they're doing.
Gotcha. I did forget Hunter. Are you guys going to want any food afterward? Find out if you guys want food after. Is it? I don't want that. It's got to be, one of the wires has got to be goofy. Nope. How about now? Is it better now? Okay. You can't hear me very well? How does it sound now? Oh, I see what's going on. Hold on. I think I just found it. Mantra. It's definitely a wire.
courtesy running for Gavin Admin is number 1, Max Falk. Yes.
Check 1 2. Can you hear me down there? Okay. Am I? All right. Sorry about the technical difficulties there. We're having some issues with one of the microphones all of a sudden deciding to go crazy. So Adam has to give up his headset. Thanks for joining, Adam. Too bad that we had to have a technical difficulty. A 10-year-old kid was doing a good job on picking up how to do this. So hit single was down the right field foul line, and 2 strikes on Neville. So that's not even Oddman at first. Who's at first? Oh, Max is in? Okay. Gotcha. Max Falk Gensmer at first, pinch running. This one's popped up to left field, left center. Oh no, it's straight center. Take that back. And it was dropped. Oh, so they just lost it in the light. All right, we'll take it. So the 1-ball, 2-strike delivery is a hit single on the pop-up because he lost it in the light. And that brings Max Falk Gensmer over to third and leaves Neville at first. Now batting number 30, Ben Thome from right field. And all of a sudden, Hastings is threatening. No outs. Runners on first and third. And the delivery. Oh, did we have a new pitcher too? We had a new pitcher. 28 is now pitching. Okay. That's okay. Liam Samford is now pitching for Inver Grove. And here's, I got a ball and a strike. Runner's going to take that stolen base there. Ball is lost.
Falling asleep wasn't exactly right.
The pitcher is number 28, Sanford.
I just wasn't paying attention. Sorry about that.
Evidently, Selesky's listening, and he said you should let the 10-year-old take control. Well, let's add Adam Simon. Of course we should. That one's popped up into foul territory for the out. And that will bring up third baseman Sawyer Chumslin, who his second at bat had a hard double down the left field line. He had a strikeout called on him his first at bat. Right now it's Hastings has got 1 out. Ball inside. So 1-0, 1 out. Runners on second and third. Neville's at second and Falk Gensmer is at third. Big cut and a miss there from Chumslin. That one's going to be popped up. That could be trouble. Nope, he got to it. Both Tony and I up in the booth here thought that was going to be a lot deeper than what it actually ended up being. And it just died at the transition of the infield dirt to the outfield grass. So unfortunately all the runners were forced to hold up, and now it's 2 outs. Ball high for Blake Vanderhoff at home. That's a nice shot. I like that picture. Big swing. 1-1. all alone in the dirt. Good block by Kester. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 out. Raiders trail 9-3. Foul ball. Two delivery. Ball high. Full count. 2 out, 2 on. Hastings trying to get something across the plate to narrow the gap. That one carried deep to left center. And Vanderhoff had a 2 RBI double.
Left fielder, number 5, Connor.
So 9-5 now is the total for the runs with that just booming double. Ball is going to be low. Connor's a go-to left fielder at the plate. Second batter in the lineup. Follows that one back to the backstop. Unless I'm missing something, but I'm right on the where the batters are at, so I got 2 outs. Called that one a strike. Oh, the scoreboard on your screen? Yeah, so for those at home, little blooper line drive that dropped right in front of the shortstop for the out. So technically that's going to be a ground out because it's going to 1 hop to the shortstop and 6-3 for the put out to retire the side. So 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, 1 left on base for Hastings. We got for Inver Grove, Tim Peach on deck, or in the hole, Kester on deck, and Danny Martin will be your next batter. So for those of you watching at home and you see that scoreboard pop up on the screen, there's actually a computerized box that plugs into the scoreboard here at the park, and that score automatically translates to the screen so we don't have to manually update things. And you know what? I've done it. It happens all the time when you're doing multiple things. You hit an extra button accidentally. Maybe you lean your hand on something, and unfortunately TK had an extra run up there, so that's why the score showed 9-6. Like I said, it happens. I was doing a scoreboard iPad announcing last night for the Hawks game, and there were a couple times where I know for a fact I missed a pitch or I put the wrong count up. Oh, now we got a youngster warming up for Inver Grove over there, even though he's wearing a Hastings Raiders uniform. Warming up on the bullpen for that side. And beautiful, not quite full moon tonight. Coming up to the plate is number 22, Danny Martin. Eddie Piney still on the mound for Hastings. Gavin Oddman at short. Flanked by the Carlson Auto Truck. Hey, by the way, folks, if you have a business that you want to advertise here at the ballpark, it's going to be a drive dropped by Neville. That's a hit? Yeah. It was a tough play. It was a tough backhand. Huh? Yeah. Still gonna make those types of plays if you can. At least stop the ball from getting out in the outfield. Did he make the catch over the fence? That one was hit to foul territory, and it got to a spot where I couldn't see. And Mitch Iliff ranges all the way over to the foul territory fence there to make the grab at the fence. You can see on the replay here, boom, just over the edge of the fence. Kept the runner at first. And the first pitch to Tim Peach is a strike. So Hastings is down to their final 3 outs, but they got to get the next 2 here from Inver without taking any more runs on the scoreboard for the Inver Grove Heights side of things. It's weird, I can't call them Spartans because they don't go by that. It is listed as Spartans on the Legion website, so I guess I could. One ball, 2 strikes, and technically that's probably defensive indifference. Oh, did he try to throw him out? Because he didn't really make much of an effort to throw him out. And that last pitch struck him out. Watch this one here. Caught him on the high fastball, and he wanted that one back. That is going to bring up Carter Foreman, the lefty. First pitch to Foreman is a strike. Piney delivers. Strike 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And he's taking his time this time. He's slowed his deliveries down, but he's got a runner on base, so he has to slow it down a little bit. That one's a ball on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Using about a pitch every 5 seconds with nobody on. That one's fouled off down the third base side. Piney doesn't like the first call and says, yep, let's go with that one. TK called that the runner was going to be there to do a pickoff attempt at second, but now unfortunately the wild pitch, and Martin is able to make it to third. So now he's a wild pitch away from making it a 10-5 game. But we're 2-2, so 1 pitch, and this could be the end of the inning for Inver Grove. So let's see what Piney does here. Delivery, ball high, full count. Hastings is sure liking making this interesting.
It was the same thing as last time. My bad.
Piney looks, fires. Ball inside. Wow, that was close. I know we're going to take a look at this one because Hunter just heard us go, wow. Here's the replay as Barclay comes up to the plate. That was inside, but it was inside, but not by much. I would say it probably missed by 2. Yeah. 1 ball, no strikes. Oh, look at that. Billy responded. Going, runner goes to second, and they let that one go into the outfield because Neville thought that Gavin Oddman was going to be there to make the grab, and they both thought the other was going to catch it, and ball's in the outfield, and now we have another run scored. So we're going to call that a stolen base and an error. Unfortunately for Denoyer, that goes down as a throwing error because Nobody else touched it. We got a 2-2 count. Last one was fouled off down the right field line. Piney delivers. Ball high. Full count again. We're back to where we started the last batter. 3-2. Just need one strike to get it out. And there it is. So strike out swinging, but not before. Inver Grove can do one more bit of damage. They have scored in all but one inning. Here's a look at that last pitch. Nice little two-seam that dropped just a little bit. Enough to fool Barclay. So we head to the bottom of the 7th. The Raiders are down to their final 3 outs. And it looks like Liam Samford is going to go back out to the mound. He's going to have a chance to close this one out. He won't earn the win, and not a save opportunity either. So right now, 10 runs, 11 hits, 1 error for Legion. Inver Grove Legion, I should say, 11 left on base. Hastings is 5 runs, 8 hits, 5 errors, 6 left on base. I think we're going to go back and correct one of those errors technically and make it 4 errors. Check my monitor. Oh, hey, look at that. Full schedule is going to be available at hastingstv.org/sports. But our next broadcast, you're going to get Johnny and Derek July 9th right here from Veterans Park. 2 o'clock, so it's a Sunday game. Red Wing Aces come to town. That is going to be a huge game for the Hawks. We win that one. If the Hawks win that one, then we'll have a really good chance of finishing in first place of the Classic Cannon Valley League Class C. Because we've got Hastings, Red Wing, Cannon Falls Bears, and Lake City Serpents. They're in town tomorrow night. The Serpents are. First pitch to Eddie Piney is a strike. We just kind of beat up on them not too long ago, and now they're coming back to, down at their place. Now they're coming back to town for the second game. We play 2 league games per team, so it's always a home and an away. Third pitch to Piney, swung on, fouled over toward the shed/concession stand. And right now the Hawks are sitting 2-1, I believe, in this Class C standings. One tied with Red Wing, but technically Red Wing has the game, the tiebreaker on us because they beat us. 2-2, no outs. Ball in the dirt, bounces down toward the first base dugout. So yeah, come on out for Hastings Hawks baseball tomorrow night, right here, 7:30 at Vets Park. Audio broadcast, hastingshawks.com on the Podbean app, and Piney crushes that one to left center, and that bounces off the wall, and he's going to be in for a stand-up double. A hard-hit fly ball to left center. Let's see if we can see where it hit the wall.
First baseman, number 17, Mitch Island.
Hit right at the base of the wall. And that's going to bring up, speaking of the Hawks, Mitch Iliff, the first baseman for both here and the Hawks. Ball high and outside. Yeah, so we play Friday and then have a couple days off. Actually, we have until the 5th off. We'll be back here. July is a big homestand month for the Hawks. And plus, there's quite a few Legion games out here, too. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner on second. And take your free base. I think Mitch is going to give Nick Horsch a run for his money when it comes to hit by pitch with the Hawks, because he'll start getting plunked here soon too. So it'll be a fight between Evan Krinn, Nick Horsch, and Mitch Iliff for most hit by pitches when it comes to the Hawks side of things, and because he's been getting plunked plenty with the Raiders, both at the high school games and now here with the Legion. Got a little mound visit here, trying to calm the pitcher down. I don't know why, but I think this is funny that this is his walk-up pony, Mark Denoyer. So the guys had a chance to pick their walk-up songs. If they didn't get back to Coach Ryan Selesky, he picked some stuff for them. So it's unclear if this was a choice or coach's choice. First pitch was a ball inside. Ground ball, third baseman is out for the fielder's choice. And then the runners will advance on the throwing error by the third baseman. So fielder's choice gets the out at third on the force out. And then the other just ran an extra base because of the throwing error. So we got those documented now, and then I'll bring up number one, Max Falk-Gensmer. Max follows that one back out of play. Oh, is it Gavin again? I suppose he was just pinch running, so I'm guessing. Yeah, that's right. Gavin came back in for defense. That's right. 1-1 to Gavin Oddman. Strike in there. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Raiders threatening. Line drive hit to center is going to score 2, and it's going to be 10-7. On a beautiful line drive right up the middle for Gavin Oddman. And that is going to bring up number 11, Jared Neville, who's 2 for 2 tonight. He had a little bloop single to left, and then another bloop single to right center. And I believe he's got a couple RBIs tonight, too. I should double check on that. Let's take a look quick. First pitch to Neville is a ball. And Neville's got an RBI tonight. Oh. Kind of swings at it, and then he's like, ah. He knew it was out. You got somebody in the stands with the horn. They stood up and looked over at their car to see if it got hit. We have a horn sound effect that works really well. And that's another hit by pitch. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. That must have broke just at the last second, because that was coming right toward him. Guess that was a ball. Whatever. A free base is a free base is a free base. So we have runners on first and second now. Jared Neville at first, Gavin Oddman at second. And there's going to be a pitching change. Let's see who goes what where. I'm just guessing it's going to be a swap. They're going to... No, they're moving a couple people around. #22. Looks like 22, Danny Martin is now pitching. And then, let's see who goes where. Who's at first? Guessing 35 is moving to first. Able to give me a shot of the back of the jerseys down there, Hunter? Just the center field camera is fine. Yeah, so it looks like 35 is going to first, 3 will stay at second, 20 is going to stay at short, and 11 is over at... Yeah, so 11 is going to be at third. 30 is at first. No, 35 at first, sorry. And then 30 went to left. I think I got it right. If not, we're close. So we'll go through that again. Danny Martin is now pitching. Kester stays at catching. Barclay is at first. Raymond is at third. Peach is at short. And Menz is at third. And like I said, I believe 30, Hao Feng is at in left. Derek Doman stays in second. Carter Fullman in right. That's going to bring up Ben Thome. Runners on first and second. 1 out. And Hastings has already got 2 in to narrow the gap, 10-7. First pitch is a ball just outside.
I know that there's always people on the outfield, but some of the people on bases will be like far.
And Thome calls timeout. Ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike now. Follows that one back to the fence. 2-2. I can't believe today's already Thursday. I got a lot of work to do. We got deadlines for the newspaper tomorrow. Oh, rung him up. Wow. That was a really high bender that just, there's no way that was a strike, but you know what? He rung him up. I mean, that's what we got. Here's a look at that. It was dirty, but yeah, that crossed above his letters. That was oof. Just the movement on that had the umpire tricked, just like it froze Dome. So Chumslin's now up, and last hope of the Raiders with 1 strike, 0-1. Follows that one back behind the press box. So 0-2. Hastings is down to their last strike. 10-7, bottom of the 7th, trailing by 3, with runners on first and second. Strike 3. Game over. Kester makes the tag just to be sure, and that's it for Hastings. Let's go through your final line real quick. 2 hours, 12-minute game time. Total line for Legion is, or Inver Grove Legion is 10 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors, 11 left on base. Hastings 7 runs, 10 hits, 4 errors actually, 8 left on base. And Inver Grove wins that one 10-7. That might drop the 8th ranked Raiders possibly out of the top 10. I don't know. We'll have to look and see what happens with that ranking. Huge shout out to Adam Simon for joining me for a little while there before we had some technical issues that forced me to be the only headset left. Producer, director, graphics, and replay, man that does it all, Hunter Pinky. You had me here on the call, Bruce Karnick. Camera operators, Will Selin, Tori Selner, and Seth Essler. Greatly appreciate all the work that the HCTV guys do. They do a great job of covering this, working for cameras, and just bringing baseball to the community. Thanks to Town Square TV for picking up the feed. Until next time, the July 9th, I think it was, 2 o'clock Sunday afternoon against Red Wing. That's the next time you see the broadcast. And again, come on out to Vets Park tomorrow night, 7:30 for the Hawks, or catch it on the Podbean app that you can get on hastingshawks.com. This is Bruce for HCTV and the crew signing off. Till next time, see you, bye.